What's up, you guys? Now, a lot of you may know that I have been following a plant-based diet for some time now, and you have so many questions about it. So I'm like, okay, how can I tell them how I do this, what my tips and tricks are? So I am calling this my vegan plant-based survival guide. Because trust me, sometimes it can get difficult. You know, I keep it real with you. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. One of the biggest questions I get is, how do I keep my diet interesting? How does it not get boring? So my main go-to is definitely HelloFresh food delivery service. Now, what I love about them is, number one, it's absolutely delicious, and it actually makes my life so much simpler, but at the same time brings so much variety into what I can eat because there are so many options. So literally you can go on their website and scroll through so many different variety of things from, you know, vegetarian meals. If I need to get something for my husband who is not vegetarian or vegan, I also can get that for him. And even easier, you guys, if I order something that's vegetarian, I literally just switch it up a little bit. I love the fact that I don't feel like I'm stuck in a plan. So it's super flexible. If I'm traveling, if I'm away, I can literally put the meal plan delivery on pause, which I know for so many people is like amazing, because you never want to feel like you're stuck with something. So when you guys are asking about variety, that's what I love about this. I can go into the meal plan and like say, okay, I really like this worked for me, I wanna order more of that, or I tried this, don't love it as much, I won't be ordering that again next week. So again, I love the flexibility. One of the other really cool things about HelloFresh is that almost all of the packaging has already been recycled, and guess what? Once I receive it, I can recycle it myself, which makes me feel awesome. If you guys want to check it out, you can head over to HelloFresh.com and use my code AllThingsAdrienne10. And yo, your girl is hooking you up with 10 free meals, and that's including shipping. I'm definitely lucky enough to live in a city where finding vegan options and vegan restaurants is super easy, but I know for so many of us it's not. So my answer to going to a restaurant is a salad. A salad is always available to you. You know what's in it. It's greens and vegetables. Also getting steamed vegetables. There's so many sides that people have on their menus. Literally, I've gone with my husband to Mastro Steakhouse and like literally steakhouses like that, and their sides are incredible. From asparagus to corn. Don't get the cream of corn because that has cream in it. But there's so many options, from steamed spinach to green beans. Every restaurant you go to, they have vegetables and they have salads. There's no excuse, people. I'm actually not a dressing girl. So many people like use dressings on their salad, and I've actually read that you might as well have ordered the cheeseburger, because the dressing that you're putting on your salad is filled with so much crap and so many calories and so much sugar. And yeah, I actually would prefer to skip it, and I usually go with either like a vinaigrette or something super simple, oil and vinegar. When I'm at work, one of the main things is being prepared, because I know so many of us are like, I'm going to have a meltdown if you don't have something around you that you can eat, or you're being tempted by like snacks and things that other people are eating. You definitely want to make sure that you are prepared. So bring snacks like I do. I have a little fridge in my dressing room at the Real, and it is loaded up with different things that I love. You guys know that I love that green popcorn that I told you about. Love me some green popcorn. I already told you about my Asha Pops. Guys, these are my friends. That for me is the equivalent of like when I see the girls either having chips on set, I'm like, oh, I don't need the chips. I definitely can have like my Asha Pops or my green popcorn that I absolutely love. When they ask us, hey, what do you guys want for lunch? I will order an amazing vegan lentil soup. There's also like a Whole Foods across the street from us, so I have tons of variety and options there. Veggie Grill, amazing, also close to us in Burbank. A great option. Cauliflower, lentil soup is a go-to. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm starving, having a soup is so filling to me. That for me fills me up, and then I'm not like starving or looking at what everyone else is eating, because I'm nice and full. It's warm. Just thinking of soups has my mouth watering. Smoothies at work. There's this amazing place called Sun Life Cafe that I'll order smoothies from that are vegan. I also keep a vegan protein powder at my job that I can mix with oat milk or almond milk. I also make myself turmeric lattes. at work with oat milk that's amazing. I also add a little cinnamon to that, which, fun fact, also helps to speed up your metabolism. There are so many options and ways. Definitely, if I'm having like a sweet craving, I will chop up an apple and eat that with peanut butter. I literally could put peanut butter on anything. And nuts curb my cravings on a whole other level. Like if I ever just need something to chew on, we have tons of nuts at The Real. That can be taken in so many ways. I think it's super important that you guys also know that I naturally never really craved chicken or meat. So like the only two things that have been seriously hard for me to give up would be fish, sushi, and I absolutely love cheese. I never ate steak, just was something I never enjoyed. So for me, the main thing to give up was like cheese. Like, how do you give up cheese? I have found alternatives, and there are amazing alternatives. The texture might be a little bit different, but the taste is a lot the same. I love great things like cashew queso. Yes, people, cashew queso is so good. You can do it with tortilla chips. I've done it with plátano chips. Amazing. This is the mild nacho one. We also have pesto bitchin sauce. Now, I put this on everything. One of my favorite things to eat that I've told you guys about is creating like an avocado toast with my Quaker rice cakes. So this is definitely mixed in with my avocado pretty much every single day. What is bitchin sauce? Some of you guys may be asking. It's a dip, spread, bitchin and saucy. Bitchin. But what is it? I think it's made of cashews, if I'm not. Oh, it's almonds. There actually is a bunch of other sauces from this exact same brand that are all vegan. So there's vegan nacho sauce. This is the pesto one. Nacho, pesto, tomato, so hummus style sauce. Trust me, you are gonna want to have sauces in your fridge to make sure that your food is not tasting bland, because that'll be a major complaint when you first start this. You're like, nothing tastes like anything. Seasonings and sauces. Daya, deliciously dairy-free cheddar-style cheese. This is a must. I think people really like this brand Daya because it is the one that probably melts the best and it tastes delicious. So this would be the mozzarella-style shreds, but they have so many different options. So that for me was a major must. In my house at all times, I have to have cheese alternatives. For your average person, granted it's super common out here in LA, but for your average person, maybe there isn't vegan pizza delivery in your area. One of the things we've done here at my house is we make our pizzas. Like we literally, my husband and I will make it a date night, open a bottle of wine, and create pizzas. He uses real cheese. I do not. So yes, realistically, there are gonna be things that you are gonna have to sacrifice, like ordering, you know, regular pizza is not gonna be an option. The key to a vegan pizza and making it at home is finding a great vegan crust that you love. If you are doing social activities and you are worried that you might be tempted by food that is not vegan or plant-based, the key is to eat before you go to the event. I'm just saying, if you may not find any alternatives there, you don't wanna be starving. So I definitely would say, eat before you go to any social events. That's one way to like curb your cravings. And two, bring a purse that you can stuff snacks in. Like that's an option. I feel like there's always something. Like I've never been to a party or an event where there wasn't anything that I could eat. Now you might not be eating the healthiest things, but like if you go to a party and there's like chips or popcorn, most of the time those things are vegan, like plain potato chips. There's no animals in there. It's not, may not be what you want to eat. It may not be the healthiest thing, but you'll stick with it. And at the same time, I think it's just important to be prepared. I think arriving to any social event, having the mindset of this is what I'm doing, self-discipline, this is the lifestyle I'm leading. It definitely takes time, but I think ultimately preparation is super important, and don't go anywhere starving. One of the other major things that I have used to like check my cravings and like focus on sticking with my plant-based diet has definitely been water. Like I swear to you, water with lemon before I start a meal just checks my whole taste buds. It checks my cravings. It's like, get it together, girl. Focus. And I actually feel somewhat even full once I finish drinking hot water with lemon before I start a meal. That definitely helps to keep everything in perspective. I don't know if I'm a crazy person like that, but I literally will drink it and be like, now what are you gonna order? Like when I'm getting there, I'm like, oh, forget this. I'm just gonna order anything I want, drink that hot water with lemon, finish it completely, and then I'll be like, and now what will we order? So I'm just putting it out there. For me, that suppresses my cravings. It even suppresses my appetite, which allows me to make better decisions. So I definitely would say that that's definitely a part of my vegan survival guide. The main reason I decided to follow a plant-based vegan diet was honestly for my health. A lot of you guys know that I suffer from Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disease, and I have thyroid issues. So I started following the medical medium, and he was the one that put me on to having celery juice in the morning. The key is when you have an autoimmune disease is you want to stop inflammation in your body. You want to keep your body clean. So for me, it just makes me feel better. I definitely have seen an improvement in my health. My endocrinologist, who is my doctor for my thyroid, has seen a difference as well. I don't have to take as much medication. There's just so many benefits that I have experienced doing it. So I'm like, I need to stick with this. And trust me, it has not been easy. I think for every single person, when you go on this journey, you find out what works for you. And that's what's most important. What is gonna end up being like your go-to snack? What is gonna end up being, you know, how you avoid parties and eating the wrong thing at parties that you're not supposed to be eating. And then you come home and you're like, oh, I didn't stick with what I wanted to do. So again, I think the preparation part is the most important, but it has been awesome for me. I've heard people do like meatless Mondays or no meat Mondays. So they start little by little. My husband still does things. He'll literally go with me to vegan restaurants and thoroughly enjoy himself. There's a great Mexican restaurant out here called Gracias Madre that does all vegan Mexican food, and he'll literally finish his meal and be like, this is so good. So I even think if you just start slowly, maybe do once a week, maybe start 2 times a week, maybe do 1 meal a day that you do that's a vegan meal. But let me know what you guys think below. If you have tried it, if you love it, what are your biggest pitfalls? Let me know in the comments below. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Love you. Don't forget to check out HelloFresh.com. Let me know what you think about that as well, and use my code, AllThingsAdrienne10. Don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.